Hello and welcome back to another edition of Memescape News, the best source of information on the current happenings of the Memescape. I am your host, Evan, and we've had another week of quarantine and another week of self-retribution. That's not the word at all that I was looking for. What the hell am I talking about? Never mind. To start off this week, isolation. That's what I meant. To kick off this week's edition, I'd like to start with the current events, which have mostly stayed the same. Of course, because the only thing people will be talking about until it's over is the coronavirus. So, there has been a new meme that I would like to cover regarding it, so let's get started. The meme that I want to cover, and the only one that I really have to cover this week for current events, is the toilet paper hoarder meme. So essentially there's been a lot of panic buying, I'm sure you know about this, in major American supermarkets as a result of the coronavirus. I'm not sure if it's also a thing in other nations, I imagine it is, but possibly not as much because Americans are very, very dumb. One of the things that people have been hoarding the most is... my hair looks terrible. One of the things people have been hoarding the most is toilet paper, which is strange because people haven't been buying soap along with it, so they're gonna wipe and not wash, I guess. I'm not really sure why specifically it's toilet paper, but a lot of people say that if you go to the supermarket, I haven't been to the supermarket myself. My mother fortunately goes and I like to stay behind because I'm a scary boy, but I've heard that people can't find anything. Of course, that's anecdotal, but you know. And people have been making memes about it. Both, largely it's within the more mainstream and normie factions of the Memescape that have been making memes about this, but they're still just as important to cover, and so, yeah. And with that out of the way, we don't really have any other current events, so let's head on into the meme economy. I'm afraid that the meme economy is down. The reason why it's down is pretty simple. There hasn't been any variety. Again, as I said earlier, the only thing people are talking about is the coronavirus. And as a result, it's been very difficult for new formats to break through. I already talked about the ones last week, such as the Isabel meme, and there was another I'm trying to think of, I don't remember. But those memes have continued strong into the most recent week, but there hasn't really been any new major format to cover. And as a result, there isn't a lot for me to say here, except this. Pickle Rick is back! Ironically, of course. On OKBR, there's been a bunch of posts where someone says, "I swear, man, they turn into a pickle. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen." Of course, you know, they're making fun of people who think that Pickle Rick is funny, and they are, of course, disabled. Yeah, there's been a big resurgence in ironically used Pickle Rick memes. And I'm really enjoying that because it's very funny. Of course, ironically funny because Pickle Rick is very unfunny. And that's really about it. Not a great week for memes, not a great week for the world. What can I say? Before I leave you off, here's a video.
I kid you not, Raggy. He turns himself into a pickle. He's called Pickle Doge. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
That's about it for this edition of Memescape News. Did I miss something or say something inaccurate? Let me know down there and I will mention it next time. See you ladies and gents later.